Hi, this video will show logging for the sales revenue workflow. We will use 3 log steps: debug log, write to log, and audit log. Let's begin. This is the folder structure. The workflow folder has a sales data input file. Let us check the contents of the file. The input file has customer, product, quantity, and unit price information. Note that the quantity for cricket bat is null and the quantity for the hockey stick is invalid. Let us go to Process Studio. I am in Process Studio. I have a project and workflow sales revenue logs. The workflow has an input step to read the sales data input file, a calculator step to calculate sales revenue, that is total price as the product of quantity and unit price, and a Microsoft Excel output step to generate the Excel output file. In this workflow, I want to add a debug log step to handle the failure records, a write to log step for error handling, and an audit log step to store sales revenue information for audit purposes. We will add error handling and logging in this workflow. First, let us add try and catch steps for error handling. I will put the try step after the read sales data input step and the catch at the end. Connect Microsoft Excel output step to the catch step. In the catch step, configure the fields tab. Click on Get Fields to get the fields from the stream. Click OK. Now add a dummy step, a debug log step, and a write to log step. Connect the dummy step as the default success target step. Connect the catch to the debug log as the default error target step. And connect catch to the write to log as the error handling step. Let us look at debug log. The debug log step logs workflow variables and fields into the AutomationEdge agent log file when the workflow is run from AutomationEdge, or in the Process Studio log file when the workflow is run in Process Studio. Let us configure the debug step. For the log value, select a value from the drop-down list. The possible values are debug, info, warn, error in the ascending order of severity. The debug log step collects log at the level selected here or at a higher severity level. In the AutomationEdge agent file structure, in the conf folder, there is the log4j2.xml file. Provide the agent logger setting from debug, info, warn, or error. It governs the base log level. All logs at higher level than this setting will be visible in the agent log file. In the case of Process Studio, the base level is governed by the Process Studio logger setting such as debug, info, warn, or error in the log4j2 XML file in the Process Studio conf folder. All logs at a higher level than this setting will be visible in the Process Studio log file. Let us go back to the step. In the Variables tab, you can provide a comma-separated list of variables to log. In this case, I will just select internal variable, internal entry current directory, which refers to the current workflow folder. And in the Fields tab, you can click the Get Fields from the stream. Now I want to store the customer, product, and quantity. Click OK. The write to log behaves similar to the debug log step. It is to write your comments in addition to the regular logs. The write to log has Process Studio specific log levels like basic, nothing, minimal, detailed, row level, and the debug, info, warn, and error similar to the debug log. So let us leave it to basic and click the Get Fields. So in the Get Fields, we will keep customer and product. And in the write to log, we can write a comment, say error records. Let us also write a comment in the debug. Click OK. Now let us add an audit log step after the calculator step. The audit log step logs workflow variables and fields into the AutomationEdge audit log table. The step stores audit logs only when AutomationEdge agent executes the workflow. Use audit log to store logs for audit purposes in critical sectors like banking, financial services, insurance, etc. Select a log level from info or trace. Provide a comma-separated list of variables to log. In the Fields tab, click Get Fields. Retain the names of the fields to be logged in the table. Click OK. Our workflow is complete and we are ready to execute the workflow. Let us run the workflow. The execution is complete. Let us preview the data. In the read sales data step, you can see that it has read 3 rows and there is an error. It is due to the invalid record. Let us go to the calculator step. It could calculate only 2 records. The audit log step, Excel file stores 2 records. In the catch step, you can see the 3 records. So the record with the null quantity also goes to the catch step. Now let us observe the dummy step. This was the success path. So you can see the 2 successful records. The debug log was the failure or error path where you can see 1 record with the null quantity, and the error path, which goes to write to log, shows the invalid record. Let us check the logging tab. In the logging tab, you can see the entries for the debug log. That is 1 record. In the debug log, we had selected to display the debug records that we had entered in the debug log, the current workflow path, and the customer product and quantity. In the write to log, we had error records and we had chosen only customer and product. Audit log records will only be visible when executed through AutomationEdge agent. The same entries can be found in the Process Studio log file in the Process Studio file system. We saw sales revenue logs creation in Process Studio. Thank you for watching.